And if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you would like to, only if you'd like to. And everything is ready. I'm going to start your reading for lovely Aquarius people. The first card you have for your past is the King of Swords. So yes, this is about a change, a shift in your mind. I'm seeing you were thinking one way going on along in your life, and you kind of accepted this was one way that things were, and then suddenly it switched over to another way and it changed everything. I'm seeing this kind of, this could be about someone you thought you knew properly, or you thought you knew a lot about this person. You had a kind of a view of this person, and this view had built up a lot over a long time, I'm trying to say. And then, so you had this built up view of someone, you thought you knew them. And this was a positive view. You thought you knew them very well. You thought, you felt very positively about this person. They could have been really close to your heart, actually. I'm seeing that as well. But then something changed. It's like maybe you found something out about this person, or you heard some information about them or something like that. And that kind of changed everything for you about this person. Yes, I'm seeing a switch. I'm seeing two switches here. I'm seeing you had to switch over from your heart to your head. It's like you had to you couldn't let your heart take charge while you were going through this. You had to let your head take over, because otherwise you'd be tempted to overlook whatever this person had done or said, or whatever this was. So you had to something switched over in your brain, switched over in your heart when you found out whatever this was, and then you had to try and make sure that you were practical. You had to use logic, practicality, because if you let your heart take over, it was like you would just be very, very upset. So you had to try and make an effort to try and put that to one side. That's what I'm seeing. I hope this makes sense, because I'm trying to kind of articulate what I see. It might be a little bit confusing. Yes, this card's about clarity, it's about logic, and it's about being in charge of your mind. So this was something you chose to do. You wanted to make sure your brain was on top of your heart, because if you let your heart take over, it would break, I'm seeing, because this person was very close to your heart. And then they changed in your view. Something changed about them. Something very big changed about them. The next card you have your past is the Seven of Swords. So yes, this could be about cheating. This could be about something very dishonest. It's definitely something very dishonest. I'm definitely seeing that. And I'm seeing whatever they were doing, this was going on for a long while, and you hadn't realised, and then suddenly you realised what was happening, or this suddenly came to light. You suddenly saw what was going on, and this changed your opinion of them. But not only that, it changed your whole world. That's what I'm seeing. Again, I'm seeing you trying to use your mind, trying to focus on your mind, not on your feelings, and having to make an effort to use your mind, use logic. So there could have been a lot of practical things that needed doing and sorting out after you found this out. So it might be that you had to move, or it might be that you had to sort out finances, or it might be just lots of practical things you had to sort out. So it was like you had to force your logic and your mind to kick in and override your heart at that time. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your past is the Ten of Pentacles. So this could have been a romantic situation, and yes, because I was seeing dishonesty, and I was also seeing it could be about cheating. It might not be, but it was something dishonest going on with this person. And yes, this is the building card. You wanted to build with this person. You wanted to build a life with this person. Before all of this happened, that's how you felt. But then, you're finding yourself having to sort out a lot of practical issues and a lot of financial issues as well. This is the Ten of Pentacles. So you had to sort out your finances. You had a lot of stuff you had to sort out. And you had to think about your future independently, because before you had this idea that you're going to build with this person and that you were sheltered. You were sheltered and taken care of. Look at this bridge going over this couple in the centre. It's like a shelter, like an umbrella sheltering them. But then you realise that you weren't in that position anymore, and you had to kind of give yourself this shelter. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is the King of Wands. So yes, you're having to get up and work on all of these practical things at this time. I'm just getting this feeling of kind of a rush of adrenaline. I'm trying to say an adrenaline rush, running around, running on adrenaline, and it's not like you want to do all of these things, but it's in your mind. You have to. You just have to. So you have to let. You're kind of on autopilot in a way. It was like you had a list and you had to do this thing and this thing, and you were running around, and this was kind of stopping you from feeling in a way as well. I'd like to advise you to try and relax if you're still going through this, but I don't think it would even be possible for you to relax at this time. You have a lot of energy, you're getting a lot of things done, but it's like adrenaline, you're running on adrenaline. It's not like your usual energy, it's like running around like crazy. So if this resonates, I'm just saying make sure you're eating properly, don't neglect your health, try to make sure you're not neglecting yourself or your health. Eat properly. I know you're probably not sleeping very well, but just try to eat properly. Try to eat healthy things at least. The next card you have here present is the Emperor. So yes, this is specific, I know. I'm seeing this whole thing again. You're trying to put all your feelings aside. You're trying to use your self-control, anything that you can find, everything you can find to just march forward in your armor and move forward and do what you need to do. Yes, this Emperor's wearing armor underneath his robes. You're on a set path and you're not letting anyone or anything get in your way. It's like, I'm ready, I've got my armor on, I'm going to get through this and get to the end of this. I have to do this. So it's like you were in control, or you felt that you had to be in control. And yes, this is fight or flight. This is fight or flight mode, and you're fighting. You're in fight mode at this time. You're not normally like this, but I'm seeing that this situation made you like this at this time, or it is at this time. This is in your present, so you might still be going through this, but you're not normally like this. You're not normally like, right, I'm going to march ahead and do, but the situation forced you to kind of be like that, or it is forcing you to be like that. The last card you have here present is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is good. This is really positive. This is showing me that you are going to get through this. You definitely are. You're going to come out of this. You're going to come out of this a lot better than when you started even. You might not feel like that now, but this is what's going to happen. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing new beginnings as well coming out of this. If you look at this card on the left-hand side of the wheel, there's a snake. Now, snakes are normally seen of as negative. What I'm seeing here is snakes shed their skin. So this process might take some time, but you'll shed all of this negativity, all of these old things, all of this heartbreak, all of these terrible things. You're going to shed all of that. And when you do that, eventually, it's a process, it's going to take time, but eventually when you do that and you shed your skin, you're going to be a whole new person underneath that. It's like you're going to feel new again. You'll be a whole new person. This is really good. That's what happens to a snake. They shed their skin and there's all this new, clean, fresh skin underneath. I know that sounds disgusting, but that's what happens. So this is what's going to happen to you. Obviously not literally, but you're going to be... excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Oh, I've got a sore throat. You're going to be... excuse me. Yes, you're just going to feel like a new person when you get through this. I'm sorry about that. Yes, sorry. The first card you have in your future is the Seven of Cups. So yes, I'm seeing someone could be trying to, they could be trying to offer you something, but what they're offering you might be a bit vague. It might be confusing. They might be trying to tell you things that don't quite add up or something like that. I'm seeing this person's probably very confused themselves. Please be careful if this is the same person in the King of Swords coming back to you. I am seeing someone trying to maybe confuse you. They might have all sorts of excuses. But they might have all sorts of excuses. They might say, "Oh, people if they cheat or they're dishonest, they might say, oh, it wasn't how it looks." If you saw it and it looked like that, that's how it looks, pretty much. That's what I'm seeing. So don't listen to this person. Don't listen to their excuses. if I were you, I wouldn't listen to them at all. But because they're kind of coming to you with all these confusing things, they're trying to make you all confused. They're trying to kind of trick you, all that kind of thing. Please don't listen to them. Look at the man on this card. He's in the dark. He has all these cups in front of him. He doesn't know what's going on. It's all very confusing. You don't want to be in that position because look at you. You've been the Emperor. You've been the King of Wands. You've been on this path. You've had to work through this. You do not want to go back there again. Don't go back to where you were in the King of Swords. You've come so far already. The next card you have, your future, is the Four of Swords. So yes, at this time, finally, I'm seeing you're going to have some rest. You're going to be resting your mind. This will be a time of resting, restoration, healing, that kind of thing. And, you know, you're going to really need this. This is going to be really important for you. Sorry, my throat's still playing up. Yes, you're still going to have some hurt around you. Look at these swords coming down. So you're still going to have some hurt around you, but you know, this is just a process. You're still working through this. You're going to be on the right road still at this time. I hope this does resonate, because if you are spending time with yourself at this time, especially if you meditate, especially if this is something you do, you're going to receive some beautiful, beautiful blessings, some beautiful insights that are going to help to push you forward. This is a really beautiful time, and I'm seeing this is the time where you're going to start to properly heal. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, the more work you put into this resting, meditating, taking care of yourself, resting your mind, the more this is going to pay off for you and the more rewards you're going to get. And it is work. I mean, it might not feel like work. People might say, oh, resting, meditating, that's not work. It is. It's inner work. This is work you need to do. This is work that you're going to do. I'm seeing that. You're going to be able to do that. And yes, keep going on this path and you'll see these rewards definitely. This is the start of your renewal. This is the start of you turning into a new person. This is fantastic. So Aquarius, I hope this resonated. I'm sorry about my cough. I don't know why that suddenly happened then. Excuse me. But yes, general readings can't always resonate with everyone, but I hope it did, especially toward the end, because it was a very, very positive ending for you. Again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so, so much for watching.